Welcome to a lecture series on public policies and welfare schemes. Today, let us discuss about Pradhana Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozghar Yojana. The Union Cabinet on 1st July 2025 approved the employment linked incentive scheme named as Pradhana Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozghar Yojana. This is one of the flagship program of Government of India. The scheme was earlier announced in the Union Budget 2024-25 as an innovative initiative by the Indian government intended at addressing the country's increasing employment challenges. As India tackles high levels of youth unemployment, underemployment, and a mismatch between skills and industry demands, the ELI, that means the employment linked scheme, emphasizes on stimulating the private sector participation in job creation and workforce development. The scheme seeks to motivate employers to hire more labor, precisely freshers, while also encouraging skill development and job retention. So, in fact, this particular scheme has been initiated with this objective. The scheme seeks to motivate employers to hire more labor, precisely freshers, while also encouraging skill development and job retention. The ELI initiative includes three notable programs initiated to provide financial assistance to employers and employees. So, under this scheme, the financial assistance is provided by the Government of India to both employers and employees. These programs target various sectors, including manufacturing, and support the establishment of formal high quality jobs by recommending subsidies for new hires as well as rewards for job retention and upskilling. The scheme aims to create an inclusive and robust labor market. So, again, this point is also very important. By recommending subsidies for new hires as well as rewards for job retention and upskilling, the scheme aims to create an inclusive and robust labor market. So, with a projected central allocation of rupees 2 lakh crore for the financial years from 2024 to 2029, the scheme is an integral component of the government's broader efforts to foster sustainable economic growth, decrease inequality, and ensure that India's youth is equipped with skills and opportunities essential to thrive in an evolving job market. So, with this intention, Government of India has initiated this particular scheme. Now let us see what are the important objectives of this scheme. The ELI scheme, that is the employment linked scheme, aims to address India's employment crisis by incentivizing the private sector for job creation, retention, and skill development. This is one of the most important objective of this scheme. The present scheme aims to address India's employment crisis by incentivizing the private sector for job creation, retention, and skill development. So the specific objectives of the scheme are as follows. First one, enhance private sector employment opportunities. The initiative encourages private sector companies to recruit additional staff, especially new entrants to the workforce, by providing financial rewards for job creation. Then second point, promote youth employment. The scheme primarily aims to decrease youth unemployment by encouraging businesses to recruit young individuals, especially those joining the workforce for the first time. Then another objective is promote job retention. The ELI program features measures to encourage job retention by offering incentives to employers who maintain elevated workforce levels over time, especially those who recruit beyond a specific threshold. So, promote job retention through this scheme is one of the important component of this scheme. Then another objective is encourage skill advancement. The initiative aligns with governmental objectives to improve skills, particularly among young people, by motivating employers to invest in training and upskilling their workforce. So, here, motivating employers to invest in training and upskilling their workforce. This is again very important objective of this scheme. Then enhance formal employment. The initiative aims to formalize employment, especially in industries that have historically dependent on informal labor. This involves offering incentives to employers who transition workers into the formal economy, providing advantages such as provident fund coverage. So, this is another objective of this scheme. Then another one is improve employment in the manufacturing sector. The program features targeted measures for the manufacturing industry, seeking to boost up job opportunities in this vital sector by promoting the recruitment of individuals to the new workforce. Another objective is decrease economic disparity by prioritizing job creation and skill enhancement for young individuals, especially those from underprivileged backgrounds. The initiative seeks to diminish economic disparity and improve social mobility. Another objective is assist employers in recruitment by providing financial assistance such as reimbursing employers for their PF contributions for new hires. The program aims to lower employers' expenses and motivate them to increase their staffing levels. So, all these are the important objectives of the Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozghar Yojana. Now, let me just summarize the objectives of this particular scheme. The main objectives of the scheme is, again I am repeating, the scheme aims to address India's employment crisis by incentivizing the private sector for job creation, retention, and skill development. These three are the very important components of this scheme. Then, when we talk about the objectives of this scheme, first one is enhancement of private sector employment opportunities, promote youth employment, promote job retention, encourage skill advancement, enhance formal employment, improve employment in the manufacturing sector, decrease economic disparity, assist employers in recruitment. So these are the important objectives of this scheme. So while writing answer, student is supposed to focus on these points. Then employment schemes under the Union Budget 2024-25. The employment linked incentive program encompasses 5 schemes aimed at employment generation, workforce formalization, skill development, and enhancing industry compliance. So these are the important aspects related to this Pradhana Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozghar Yojana. So again, let me repeat this point. The employment linked incentive program encompasses 5 schemes aimed at employment generation, workforce formalization, skill development, and enhancing industry compliance. So now let us discuss about the details with regard to this scheme. So a scheme A, support for first time employees. This scheme targets individuals entering the formal workforce for the first time and is facilitated through the Employees Provident Fund Organization. This is first point. This scheme targets individuals entering the formal workforce for the first time and is facilitated through the Employees Provident Fund Organization. And the key benefits include 1 month wage subsidy up to rupees 15,000 disbursed in 2 installments. 1 month wage subsidy up to rupees 15,000 disbursed in 2 installments. Applies to all sectors, aiding employees and employers in adjusting to initial productivity curves. Workers must complete an online financial literacy course before claiming the second installment. Employers receive refunds if the employee leaves within 12 months. This is a benefit for employer. Employers receive refunds if the employee leaves within 12 months. Then coverage goal, more than 3.5 crore job creation over 2 years. So under this scheme, it is intended to create more than 3.5 crore jobs over 2 years. This is scheme A. Then another one is scheme B. Scheme B is incentivizing job creation in manufacturing sector. Designed to foster employment in the manufacturing sector, this scheme rewards employers and first-time employees who contribute to the Employee Provident Fund Organization. So this is one important point. So this scheme is designed to foster employment in the manufacturing sector, and this scheme rewards employers and also the first-time employees who contribute to EPFO, that is Employment Provident Fund Organization. First point, employment thresholds, that is minimum of 2 to 5 additional hires depending on the company's size. Incentive duration, benefits extend for 4 years with contributions shared between employer and employee up to a wage cap of rupees 1 lakh. This again, the benefits extend for 4 years. Number one, under this scheme, the benefit is extended to both employer and employee for 4 years with contributions. That EPF contribution is shared between employer and employee up to a wage cap of rupees 1 lakh. Then additional incentive for employees earning rupees 25,000 per month but capped rupees 25,000 for calculation purposes. For employees earning over rupees 25,000 but capped at rupees 25,000 for calculation purposes. Then eligibility, it is applicable to manufacturing employers with a proven 3-year track record of EPFO contributions. That means the employers who would like to obtain benefit under this scheme must have a 3 years of proven track record by contributing to EPFO. So this is about the scheme B, and as I said, this scheme B is related to providing incentives to the manufacturing sector for job creation. Then scheme C, the scheme C is related to employer support for EPFO contributions. This scheme offers financial relief to employers by reimbursing part of their EPFO contributions. So under this scheme, the financial relief is provided to the employers by reimbursing part of their EPFO contributions. So the benefits are in the form of reimbursement. The reimbursement up to rupees 3,000 per month per new employee for 2 years, benefiting employers who increase their workforce. This is again very important point. The EPF contribution is reimbursed to the employer up to rupees 2,000 per month per new employee for 2 years, benefiting employers who increase their workforce. Then eligibility only applies to employees not covered under scheme B. I mean, the employees who are not covered under scheme B are covered under this scheme C. Then extension, it is extended to employers adding more than 1,000 jobs within the eligibility period. So this benefit is extended to employers adding more than 1,000 jobs within the eligibility period. Then frequency, quarterly reimbursements with a potential extension for a third and fourth year at a maintained scale. So these are the important points with regard to the scheme C. Then scheme D. Scheme D is related to skilling program with state and industry collaboration. A new centrally sponsored scheme to skill 20 lakh youth, enhancing employability and meeting industry needs. So under this scheme, around 20 lakh youth will be provided skills, and so that enhancing employability and meeting industry needs. Then as far as this scheme is concerned, the first one is the scope. Skilling will occur over 5 years with a total funding of rupees 60,000 crore split among the central and state governments and as per the industries. So this skilling will cover over 5 years with a total funding of rupees 60,000 crore, and this is shared by the central government and state governments according to the number of industries located in those states. Then upgradation of ITIs, that is Industrial Training Institutes, revamping 1,000 industrial training institutes in a hub and spoke model with 200 hubs and 800 spokes nationwide. So this is revamping 1,000 industrial training institutions in a hub and spoke model with 200 hubs and 800 spokes nationwide. Then industry tailored courses, introducing specialized short-term courses in collaboration with industry hubs. So that means the selected youth will be provided certain technical skills through which they are employable. So the scheme D is mainly related to skilling program with state and industry collaboration. So these points are important with regard to the scheme D. Then coming to scheme C, scheme E. Scheme E is related to internship program with top companies. This program provides hands-on experience for 1 crore youth by enabling internships with the leading companies. This is very, very important scheme. This scheme provides hands-on experience for 1 crore youth by enabling internships with leading companies. Then what are the important components of this scheme E? Number one, duration. Internships last 12 months with a monthly allowance of rupees 5,000 and one-time assistance of rupees 6,000. So those who are selected for this internship program, they will be paid the monthly allowance of rupees 5,000 for 12 months and a one-time assistance of rupees 6,000. Then eligibility. Unemployed youth, those who are in the age group of 21 to 24, they are eligible to apply for this internship program. Then contribution. The government will contribute significantly to the allowance costs while companies cover administrative and training expenses through CSR funding. That means the expenses, the financial expenses related to this internship program will be borne by government and the company. So the government will contribute to the allowance cost. That means where whatever the allowances that are paid to the interns, that will be paid by the government, and the administrative and training expenses are bear by the companies through CSR funding. Then apart from that, additional reforms for labor welfare and industry compliance. So far we have discussed about these 5 types of schemes related to this Pradhana Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozghar Yojana. Then apart from that, there are certain additional reforms for labor welfare and industry compliance. They are e-Shram portal integration, a centralized digital solution for job roles, skill matching, and employment opportunities. Second, portal upgrades, enhancements to Shram Suvidha and Shramadhan for streamlining industry compliance and worker grievance redressal. So these two initiatives are related to, these are the additional reforms for labor welfare and industry compliance. Then coverage and outlay. Each scheme has been designed with targeted durations and substantial financial support to maximize benefits for specific segments within the formal workforce. So these schemes cover the following aspects. That is, first time employment scheme. This scheme aims to support first time employees in the formal sector. Over its duration, it is expected to benefit around 3.5 crore beneficiaries. So that means those who are selected for this scheme, under this scheme called first time employment scheme, so under this scheme, those who enter into the employment sector first time, especially in the formal sector, and through this around 3.5 crore youth will be provided benefit under this scheme. Then enrollment is open for 2 years, while expenditure coverage extends to 3 years to ensure continued support. This is, enrollment is open for 2 years, while expenditure coverage extends to 3 years to ensure continued support. The government has allocated rupees 29,446 crore to cover the incentives provided to employees and employers, facilitating easy transitions for individuals entering the workforce. So this is a huge investment uh, 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 which would be made by the government to create employment opportunities to the youth, and this is beneficial for both employees as well as the employers. Then most important aspect under the scheme is job creation, especially in manufacturing sector. So the job creation in manufacturing scheme, this scheme specially encourages job creation in the manufacturing sector, expecting to reach around 30 lakh beneficiaries. This is one important point. This scheme specifically encourages job creation in the manufacturing sector, and it is expected that around 30 lakh persons will get benefit through this scheme. With a 2-year enrollment period, the expenditure phase spans around 6 years, allowing sustained financial support to boost long-term employment in manufacturing sector. A substantial rupees 50,000 crore has been earmarked for this scheme, underscoring the government's commitment to revitalize manufacturing through incentives for new hires. This is a substantial rupees 50,000 crores has been earmarked for this scheme, specifically for the manufacturing sector. Then support to employer scheme. This scheme provides direct financial support to employers, anticipated to benefit 50 lakh beneficiaries by incentivizing additional hires. Like the manufacturing scheme, this scheme features a 2-year enrollment phase and a 6-year expenditure period. The scheme is backed by 32,000 crore, offering reimbursement and assistance to employers to cover part of their contributions to EPFO, that is Employees Provident Fund Organization. So that means under this scheme, the whatever the amount that is being paid by the employer towards Employee Provident Fund, and that is reimbursed by the government. For that purpose, Government of India has allocated 30,000 crores. Then collectively, the central outlay for these schemes amount to around 1,07,000 crore, with a combined estimated beneficiary base of 2.9 crore individuals. These initiatives emphasize a comprehensive approach to workforce formalization, manufacturing growth, and employer support, fostering job creation and sustained employment opportunities across the formal sector. So this is going to be the outcome of this scheme. So on the whole, for all the schemes, the central government is going to spend around 1,07,000 crores, and this is going to benefit around 2.9 crore individuals. So these initiatives emphasize a comprehensive approach to workforce formalization, then it will result into manufacturing growth and employer support, fostering job creation and sustained employment opportunities across the formal sector. So that means through this scheme, Government of India would benefit both employees as well as the employers, and in a way it will also lead to the increase in production and productivity in manufacturing sector, and at the end it will contribute for industrial growth and economic development. Then what are the benefits out of this scheme? The employment linked incentive schemes offer several key benefits, particularly in terms of enhancing employment opportunities and supporting employers and employees. So as I said earlier, through this scheme, Government of India can enhance employment opportunities to the youth, and apart from that, it also provides support for employers as well as employees. So how this is going to benefit employers and employees? Now let us look at those points. Number one, promotes job creation. The employment linked incentive schemes encourage businesses to hire more employees by offering incentives tied to EPFO contributions. So that means here government will provide assistance for the employers to make the payment towards EPFO. But this kind of benefit will be provided to the employers, those who create new jobs for the youth. So that is why there are three benefits out of this scheme. So this scheme encourage, number one, businesses to hire more employees, and by offering incentives tied to EPFO contributions. So this will benefit both employees as well as the employers. So this stimulates industrial growth and boosts employment in various sectors. And second, it also supports fresh graduates and new entrants. The first timer scheme specifically helps integrate fresh graduates and individuals new to the formal workforce. That means those who are completely new to the formal workforce, those who are the fresh graduates. So they will get employment opportunity under this scheme. By providing them with a stable income, this scheme reduces the financial strain of starting a career, ensuring smoother entry into the job market. So entry into the job market is a challenging task for the fresh graduates. So getting an employment for a graduate, for a fresh graduate, is a very difficult task in the present job market. So this scheme will provide an opportunity for the fresh graduates or new entrants into the formal sector. So this is one advantage. Then encourages workforce expansion for employers. The job creation scheme incentivizes employers to expand their workforce by linking incentives to EPFO contributions. So this lowers the financial barrier for employers to hire more workers, helping businesses grow and meet increasing demand. So this is also advantageous for the employers because they can reduce certain financial burden since they get financial support to pay the EPF contribution to the EPFO. So this scheme will reduce the financial burden on employer and it will also contribute for the increasing or expansion of the workforce in an industry so that they can also expand their business. This is one of the advantage for the employers also. Then apart from that, it reduces financial burden for employers. The support to employer scheme specifically helps small and medium-sized enterprises by reimbursing a portion of the EPFO contributions for newly hired employees. This reduces the cost of hiring, making it more financially viable for small and medium enterprises to expand their teams. It also boosts economic growth by creating more employment opportunities and incentivizing businesses to hire. The ELI schemes help ensure that the growth driven by other manufacturing incentives such as the PLI schemes translates into real long-term employment gain. So these initiatives, these kind of schemes will also boost economic growth in the country. And another benefit is it enhances financial security for employees. By incentivizing formal employment through EPFO contributions, the schemes ensure that employees have access to recruitment benefits, enhancing their financial security in the long term. Then it also encourages formalization of workforce. The ELI schemes, by incentivizing formal sector employment, help transition workers from the informal economy to the formal one, leading to greater stability and access to social security benefits. This is very important. Today, large number of workers are engaged in informal sector and where they do not have any kind of social security or economic security. So therefore, incentivizing the formal sector employment and to help transition of the workers from informal economy to the formal economy is a great initiative which lead to a greater stability and access to social security benefits for the workers. So this is necessary in the present context. So keeping the uh, this discussion in view, now we can conclude like this. In conclusion, the introduction of the employment linked incentive schemes highlights the government's strategic approach to addressing unemployment while driving economic growth. That means the employment linked incentive schemes will contribute to address the issue of unemployment at one end and driving economic growth at another end by offering targeted incentives to employees and employers. These schemes aim to create a more inclusive and dynamic job market. The ELI initiatives not only support workforce expansion and formalization, but also provide significant financial relief to employers, particularly small and medium enterprises, making it easy for them to grow and hire. As the details of these schemes unfold, stakeholders in the manufacturing sector are eager to explore how these incentives can be effectively utilized to foster industrial growth and job creation, ensuring a thriving and sustainable economy in the long term. So, these are certain important points, and this conclusion is very important. So, that means how the country is going to benefit through this scheme, and how this scheme is going to benefit the unemployed youth, and how it is going to benefit the employers, how this scheme will drive the faster economic growth in the country. So all these aspects are related to this scheme. So therefore, this scheme is considered as one of the most important scheme for the faster and inclusive economic growth in India. So these are the important points related to the Pradhana Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozghar Yojana. Thank you.